Scene script. Have you ever wondered how the speed of your thoughts affects your energy? It's an intriguing idea, isn't it? Just like a physician diagnoses a physical illness by feeling the pulse, the speed of your thoughts can be determined from the lines etched on your forehead. Let's delve deeper into this concept to understand it better. Imagine your mind as a vast ocean, teeming with thoughts that ebb and flow like waves. Now, if these waves arise too quickly, one after the other, they create a turbulent sea. This turbulence is a reflection of your spiritual energy being wasted, much like how physical energy is squandered when someone talks too much or too fast. Think about it. What advice would you give to someone who's always talking, never pausing to take a breath? You'd probably tell them to speak less and say it softly, right? This advice is also applicable to our thoughts. Having too many thoughts too quickly can drain our spiritual energy, leaving us feeling depleted and exhausted. Have you ever noticed the speed of your thoughts when you're dwelling on unproductive thoughts versus when you're in a state of mindfulness, perhaps remembering something or someone that brings you peace? Waste thoughts, those unproductive ones, tend to come at us fast and furious, like a whirlwind, consuming our energy. On the other hand, when our thoughts are centered around peace or gratitude, they tend to be slower, measured, and they have the power to replenish our energy. Just as a physically drained person might say their head feels empty, a spiritually weakened soul experiences a similar kind of emptiness inside. It's a void that can't be filled by external factors, because it's not about what's missing outside, but what's lacking within. When the speed of waste thoughts is fast, you don't feel powerful. It's a profound statement that rings true on many levels. Just as when you are physically drained, you say that your head feels empty, a weakened soul experiences emptiness inside. So let's remember to be mindful of our thoughts, because they have the power to either drain or renew our spiritual energy. What is the brake to stop the train of waste thoughts? Applying a full stop to what you are thinking. Imagine your mind as a bustling city, with thoughts zipping around like cars on the highway. Now, imagine if those cars were moving at a slower, more controlled speed. The city would be less chaotic, right? This is the power of slowing down the speed of your thoughts. It's not about stopping thoughts completely. That would be like trying to stop the wind. Rather, it's about learning to guide and control the flow of your thoughts, to ensure they serve a purpose and contribute positively to your well-being. It's about transforming your mental highway into a scenic route, where each thought is a destination worth visiting. Now consider each thought as a seed. A seed has the potential to grow into a mighty tree, bearing the fruit of success. But for this to happen, the seed must be nurtured and cared for. It needs the right environment to grow. Similarly, your thoughts need the right environment to flourish. But what happens when you plant an empty seed? A seed that doesn't bear any fruit? It's a waste of time and energy, isn't it? The same applies to your thoughts. Thoughts that serve no purpose, that don't contribute to your growth, are like empty seeds. They take up valuable space and resources but yield no productive outcome. So, how do we ensure that our thought seeds bear fruit? By cultivating the habit of having only necessary thoughts. By focusing on thoughts that align with our goals and aspirations. By nurturing thoughts that contribute to our growth and success. The beauty of this approach is that when thoughts are few, they become more powerful. Each thought gets the attention it deserves, like a seed basking in the sunlight. On the other hand, when thoughts are wasteful, they multiply, crowding your mind with unnecessary clutter. Remember, the power of your thoughts is in your hands. You are the gardener of your mind. So nurture your thought seeds with care, and watch as they bear the fruit of success. When thoughts are few, they will be powerful, whereas when thoughts are wasteful, they will be more in number and will bring no attainment. Waste thoughts are like a bamboo forest. One automatically grows from the other and they rub against each other. Just as bamboo shoots sprout one after the other, a single wasteful thought can spawn an endless chain of more such thoughts, each one feeding off the energy of the last. Now, imagine these thoughts as tall bamboo stalks swaying and rubbing against each other in the winds of your mind. The friction they create is similar to the inner conflict and turmoil that arise from these unnecessary thoughts. This internal churning can drain the soul of its energy, leaving it vulnerable and weakened. When the soul is weak, it becomes susceptible to vices such as anger, ego, hatred, and jealousy. These vices act like sparks in our bamboo forest. A single spark is all it takes to ignite a fire that can consume the entire forest. This is how one wasteful thought leads to another, creating a destructive cycle that burns our inner forest, our soul. The fire sparked by these thoughts consumes our spiritual energy, leaving us feeling empty and distressed. Just as a fire can devastate a bamboo forest, wasteful thoughts can wreak havoc on our soul, burning up our energy and leaving us depleted. In the same way, the forest burns in the fire it has sparked itself, causing distress to the soul. We need to recognize the value of our thoughts and use them accordingly, for only then will all our thoughts be realized, and we will achieve success. In a world that's often noisy and full of distractions, it's essential to remind ourselves to think less, not in terms of quantity, but in terms of quality. It's not about the number of thoughts that cross our minds, but about the impact and value these thoughts carry. The thoughts that bear the fruits of success, those are the ones we should nurture and let grow. The others, the empty seeds that bear no fruit, those are the thoughts we should let go. The same principle applies to our words. Speak meaningful, purposeful words. Words that carry weight. Words that inspire. Words that spark change. It's not about talking more, it's about saying more with less. Great souls are those who have mastered this art of brevity. They are the ones who speak elevated words. Words that resonate with others. Words that become reality. They have thoughts that take practical form. Thoughts that are not just fleeting ideas but concrete plans and visions. In this way, by valuing our thoughts and words, by choosing them wisely and using them purposefully, we can become so powerful. Powerful in a way that anyone who comes in front of us would want us to speak a few words, which will be like blessings to them.